Hey Soul Fam, it's Jen coming back with another message. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you vibe, subscribe, and become part of the tribe. Let's see. I'm gonna light up some dragon's blood incense. It's one of my favorites. I love these. And I've been getting this brand for a while. But I like the one on Amazon. You get a whole box of them. What do they look like? I just had everything. This is the third time I'm starting the video. There is a lot. I'll show it if I come across it. So here. Let's get a little good going on here. So, a couple messages. Everybody is off today because of the weather. So we'll see what happens with that. And a couple downloads. I'm going to say numbers, synchronicities. 1/11 just happened. January 11th could be significant, or November 1st, or just 1/11. Alright, so before we jump in, I'm going to do some prayer. Well, the wind's picking up. So we'll see how everything goes. It's hurricane season, so feel free to pause the video, grab a snack, grab something to drink, whatever you need. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't really know what it's going to be about. All I know is I really feel that autumn equinox Libra season energy coming in. And oh boy, is the exposure 202 getting real. So, or 0202. So, a lot of the dark is coming to light, which is very exciting. I'm a huge fan for that. I've been seeing, or was seeing, and that it just depends. I get a lot in my dreams. So, 222 could be significant. Just a lot of all the stuff that's coming to the surface, coming to the light. I still want to know what the hell is in those containers in that ship that hit the bridge in, oh God, Baltimore, was it? I want to know about that. And also, a lot, there was definitely, anyways, I should have came prepared and I really didn't. I apologize. As just some of the downloads that came through. I painted the other day, 313, and it felt so good to just create and sit back and just let the creativity flow. And in those times of creating, it's like, yes, there are things to expect. 333, like, oh, I really want this and that, and I hope it comes out like this, and yada yada. Or oh, I put too much and I can't focus on this, that, or the third. 345. And it came out magnificent. I almost literally was gonna cry after I saw it. I was really proud of myself. So no matter what it is in life that gives you drive, that 404, that you like doing, that you feel called to just start, okay? Because at the end of the day, or even during, it's just us, right? So 424, it's self-loving, it's an experience in itself to it's hard to explain. It's just like creating anything, like, no, regardless of the outcome, and enjoying that and all the things that you've learned along the way. 444. All right, so I'm gonna do some prayer here and then we'll jump in. All right. Take 3 deep breaths in. Feel free to do that with me. 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. God of the highest white light, please be with us, heal us, protect us, guide us, help me channel a clear message for the collective today. Amen. All right. Let's rock this joint. So we're going to dive in. This deck actually gave me the inspiration to do a painting. I picked out the cards that called to me most, and I was like, all right, I like it all. 5, 5, 5. So I feel like you could be at a time where you're willing to change. You're willing to do something different. There's nothing left to lose. And 606. You know what's going to be the most amazing thing of this whole thing, of the downfall of fame and fortune and power, is once we see what's been done or what's been hidden, it's kind of like if we have people up on pedestals, it will no longer be that way. And it already started in 2020 when people, I know myself, I felt that energy of like, all right, well, if this is it and there's something going on and we don't know if we're going to make it, we might as well live our best lives. And that's when TikTok was booming and people started dancing and doing comedy and whatever they felt called to do that they really wanted to do. And a lot of like that inner child funness came to light of like, oh, I never felt seen in this area or heard in this area, or I never got to really 7-Eleven do those things that I really wanted to do. 717. So yeah, and it's just gonna shift up the whole everything. And you know, like, especially if you thought like, oh, people are gonna view me crazy, or nobody understands, or what you felt your discernment and guided to do and you followed through. 744. And a lot of people were like, oh, why would you do that? Why aren't you gonna listen and conform? Like, coming up on 5 years here soon, you know, if you felt called to do certain things and you stuck with that, kudos and congratulations. Cheers. And it feels good to be it feels good to do what you feel called best for you and your loved ones. And yeah, so let's jump in. We're 8 minutes and 27 seconds into this. August 27th could be significant. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? Watched the movie Practical Magic a couple nights ago. Lots of good stuff there. Even with the little shops, right? Like, tea came out, so the tea's gonna be spilt. And now's the time to live your dream. Now's the time to create whatever it is, whether you're an artist, you're some type of creative, or there's something you'd really like to do, or 0909 haven't gotten the chance to. Well, I feel it's time to integrate the things that are being called to you at this time. I'm going to split this. Earthworm. All right. It's like the circadias are they're starting to go out there. All right, so earthworm. What I'm getting with this is being nestled in, and yet being able to watch and be observant of what's going on, grounded, in tune, I'm here. Selenite. Selenite might help, and that's a really great crystal to charge all the other crystals that are around it. Soil. Wow, there's a lot of earthy. Oh, and by the way, happy birthday, Libras. We're in officially Libra season. And rosemary. Could be something good to cook with at this time. Rosemary chicken. Or rosemary could be significant. And I'm seeing a lot of winding. And I'm hearing Sheryl Crow, every day is a winding road. I get a little bit closer to feeling fine. Okay? So, we never know where things are going to take us. There's been so much wildness, right? It's like nothing else could really shock us at this point. So, I think we're all kind of ready to get on that train to doing something different. Doing something different and working together in some way, shape, or form. The Tower, as I'm about to, 1123 could be significant as well. I'm about to shuffle these Salvadori Dolly Dick. Alright, so the Emperor wants to come out. 4 Kings. And I'm hearing 3 Kings for some reason. That movie 3 Kings could be significant for you. You could be in medical school or in medical in general. And every time I think of the movie 3 Kings, I think of that fascinating scene, right? When his left or right lung deflates. And they literally have to like get a pen and take out the, I want to say ink stick. You could have gone to basic training. You could have been in the military. It could be an EMT. 1212. All right, so, and if you haven't seen that movie, it's just really a great movie. Those desert vibes. Maybe I'm hearing Desert Storm. All right, so let's jump in. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Oh, so I got this download from like a spread that I need to do tarot wise. So let's see. Spirit, can you give me 9 cards? All right, we're gonna go like this. So future. Dang. Alright. Here we go. Future. What is 3, 6, 7? Alright. Okay. And then present use. I think I'm just gonna split this. These are so interesting. I like it because it's like the golden ticket, right? But I also love Salvador Dali's artwork and all the meanings. Like if you ever go to his museum and do the guided tour and they show you all the murals, like they break down every little thing in it. I remember, I think ants, there was a lot of ants in his pictures, which meant patience and possibly death. I gotta go back. Check that thing out. Alright, so let me just, I've been chatting it up for so long. Alright, so I'm going to do future, present, 1414 at the time. Could be doing a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work, a lot of balancing, okay, in this justice of Libra. So what I'm going to do is the top row is going to be future, middle is going to be present, bottom is going to be past. El Loco, the Fool. Alright, so, and then I'm going to go diagonal. So what's the downfall? What's the up? All right, so I was just seeing this all. I really need to start writing down a lot more of just stuff that comes flooding through. Okay, so let's start with the bottom. So coming from death, the Six of Swords, and the Fool, which is beautiful. Okay, so death, whether that was if there's been a passing or this is just a complete death of self, and this can happen yearly, this can happen, I'm hearing monthly, and I'm hearing like even with taxes, I forget what that's called when you have to do something, it's like quarterly, it's like a quarterly death. Okay, so skulls could be significant, roses. Let me show you these cards. All right, so mourning, I'm hearing switching teams, which is so, from the person that's wearing the blue and the rose, it's giving me the red and blue. Like, are you ready to take the red pill? Are you ready to unplug from the matrix? So there could be a completely different change going on, 1616, and you're moving into calmer waters. Okay, from the past, you've moved into calmer waters. Maybe this was a complete overhaul of self. And not just self, I'm not talking about like the outside, right? Inside, super important. The inside work is what gets that light flickering and ignites in us. And then it starts to happen around us. It's like if I tried to take everything around me and try to, that's like being an addict and trying to get that fix of instant gratification, right? Or any kind of fix, like, oh, once I have this, I'm gonna be happy. No, like once we self-love and get ourselves good to go, and 1707, then it's like it's getting a little windy. Then then we're able to be of service. Like, we have to fill our cup up. We're gonna see some things, the duality, right? The light and the dark, and acceptance. Acceptance is key. So when it's like, okay, I'm gonna accept the death of the old self and what no longer serves, and that life that I can no longer live because it's not doing anything and I'm not evolving. So you go into this calmer, I'm getting this raw, like this, the Six of Swords moving forward is like, so somewhere along in the past, this feeling of, I feel so raw, like an open nerve, right? It's like when you put something down, like I stopped doing this, I stopped doing that, I stopped smoking, I don't know who I am without not being a smoker, right? I stopped eating red meat, whatever it is, it's gonna take some uncomfortable time to get comfortable in the uncharted territory. 1818. But regardless, we get through and we keep going, no matter what. So then going into the Fool, all right, you're ready to start this journey. That's what's happened in the past. Like, no matter what it took, right? Could have been that tower moment of like, something's got to change, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So starting that Fool's journey and going into the present with the Devil. And what I get with this is just Capricorn, and not only that, just Pluto being back into Capricorn for a little bit, and then it's going to go right back to Aquarius in November. So this last little residue, and with the butterfly transformation is coming up, right? This new era is going to start, okay? Like the last 16 years definitely did something, and now it's time to put it to work. Like, okay, what did we learn during those last 16 years of our life? And now we're, it's literally, it's giving me the Fool vibes as well. So it's like ready to jump off a friggin' cliff, And I think that's what it is. That's faith, It's like, I hear that, But what if I fall? But what if you fly? Ooh wee. That gives chills. So, you're ready to spread your wings, 2002. And then we go into the Two of Wands here. And I'm kind of getting, when I see this, like the devil, like there's a temptation, something, it's like being in love, or it's like as your vibration rises, and say you've been heartbroken and you're like, I'll never love again, and then all of a sudden, but this person could be completely different because you've done that inner work and your frequency and your vibration is rising. You're looking at new people and like, wow, like I never thought I could really be interested. But there's something that gives you that spark that ignites, right? And she is reversed. So Two of Wands is reversed. That journey is not quite so clear. You know what's interesting that follows that? This is reversed right now, which is telling me that situation is not really ready to take place yet. Okay, so if it's a love department, it's not, I'm just getting it's not very necessary right now. There's other things to pay attention to of what's going on than the love department right now. Like something could look good. It might be like, oh yeah, I'm ready to get into that. But I'm not really, because it's reversed, it's not time yet. And never be forceful, never push, never, nothing's gonna come. I'm hearing that song now by In Vogue. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Oh, whoa. So maybe if you're a male interested in a female, this is a hard to get type person. And maybe like your evolution, you're evolving 2-2. There needs to be a little bit more work for this to be a match. And then if you're female, like we're not gonna chase, obviously. That person's just not ready yet. And it'll happen when it's meant, divine timing. So then we're going into the Three of Wands. Okay, so there's a drawing of a naked woman. And I'm hearing, okay, so transformation has taken place. Interesting, this person's feeling raw. Okay, possibly feeling really like see-through, seen, very transparent, nothing to hide. And maybe that's very foreign to this person. Like, holy shit, for once in my life, I don't have anything to hide and I can be me. And this is a very weird place to be. What do I want to do? And you know what I'm getting? I'm also getting like the alchemy, like the alchemist type vibe of like 2332. Like a journey could be presented to you, and I think that maybe you want to be coupled, or maybe there's a choice, right? The Lover's card, it could be between one and like you could have multiple choices, or it could be that fork in the road of like, do you pick love or do you pick career? And with a boat, it's like, are you staying on land or are you going on a boat? Are you going underway? Are you going to be on land? And now I'm hearing Men at Work, that song, Land Down Under, Captain Ron type vibes. Vaughn. 2424. Von Dutch, or whatever that popular hat thing in the 2000s or whatever. That could be significant, okay? So maybe you want to completely switch up, maybe you like the boat life. Maybe it's like, if I do this, then I can't, I'm hearing have your cake and eat it too, and that's not really, anyways. I'm going to leave my opinion out of this. So that's the present. You could have options, what do you really want to hone down on right now? Is it career? Is it love? Like, of course you can have all of that. I just feel if it's conflicting, to pick one. Pick one that's very significant right now. Because I feel like if it's conflicting and it doesn't flow and it's not... it's just, I'm really feeling it's just not the time for it. And then in the future, we're going into the strength. And I'm liking that because there's this figurine, which is obviously the beast or the lion and the woman that tames the beast, right? And it's almost like this, what it's giving me is she's looking at this beast and it's almost like there's a thought process, right? There's a lot of processing going on at this time. Flowers, harvest, working hard enough for that harvest, or did you do the work to get the crop to you know what I mean, like it's that coming into it's autumn, you know what it's like the harvest, Thanksgiving type time of year. And then we have Seven of Pentacles. And this is like the working hard, and this lady is like, but this is reverse. So see how she's kind of like, she's on burnout, like for real, burnt out. And with that, I just feel like you don't have to burn out. You're not burning yourself out going in the future. You have the strength to get through. You don't have to go through burnout. And the Tower reversed. And with the Tower reverse, I'm just getting like the art of that. You know, I'm just seeing it in a different perspective of creating. There's like, you know, say you're behind a wall, there's a hole in the wall. Like, I don't know myself, and I'm hearing this, I don't know myself from this or a hole in the wall. I don't know, whatever that saying is, it's like you're getting to know yourself, your creativity is sparking. With this blue, you're able to speak more of your truth, your discernment, your solar plexus is lighting up. You're using your creativity, right? Like you could have used your creativity, say, in a love situation. 2828, like, say you've been in relationships before and like your passion and your creativity, like you were just giving and giving and giving, and like you've never had this time to really like harvest in on your own creative, passionate, and I see my pumpkin spice candle, right? Like this orange, this sacral chakra energy. It's like you're not putting it to these I don't even want to say it like that, but you're not giving your creative energy away. You're kind of honing in on it, and now, like, for once, you're able to really sustain something creative and really see what you're made of at this time. A new chapter in life, I'm hearing. So now I want to see like the downfall. So the downfall, strength, Two of Wands reversed, and the Fool. So on the way down, I'm seeing two females and a male. And then there's an outline. It looks like a naked male, perhaps. All right. In the Fool card. So what could be a downfall? You know what's really coming? It's kind of shisty, but two women, like, possibly dealing with too many suitors, or too many women, just to simplify it. If this is the love department, it's kind of like saying, pick one. And since there's like this red outlining, a loco, and it's giving me crazy, right? Loco. Does that make me crazy? Da 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 da. Ooh, possibly. Okay, so in the past, or this is just something to look out for. Like, if there's gonna be a downfall, I feel that it's like sexual energy. I feel it's talking to too many people. It's instant gratification, looking for validation, just that stuff that's never really gonna get you anywhere, if that makes sense. I don't mean to be an asshole, but I'm just trying to. Alright, so that's what it could be. You're spreading yourself too thin. You're not focusing enough on yourself, your goals, and what you're trying to achieve here, and possibly the mission that you are on. Okay, so then what could be the success, the stairway up, the climbing up the mountain? We have the Death, the Two of Wands reversed, and the Tower reversed, which I feel is like really allowing a transformation to take place. And I'm getting like, just be careful with repeating a similar cycle, right? Like, be careful of not doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Like, really allow all this to melt. Like, really let yourself shed this old skin, so that you can really tap into where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do, what you want to create. And seeing the moon, and just like, it's almost like this gravitational pull, like there's no gravity. Anything is possible. It's like everybody's floating here. Okay? You could be a night owl. You could get a lot more done during the night than you could during the day, or the day during your circadian rhythm. Maybe you're finding that. 3300. 3300. Alright, so that's what is going on there. So, I guess that could be it. I guess. I don't know. Let's see what's going on in here. And then we could do some questions, and then I gotta roll. I don't want to drink this too late. Alright, so, Spirit, what does the collective need to know? 3344. Could be trying to get grounded at this time. Really get grounded, centered. Breath work. Hot bath, hot salt baths. And I'm hearing that confusion. Blade song. Confusion. Alright, so nightclubs could be significant. Blade. Who? Wesley Snipes. Alright, so Spirit, what does the collective need to do? Or need to 34 need to hear at this time? Thoughts. Okay, maybe you're doing a lot of thinking. Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? Bad health. Excuse me. Someone could be in bad health. Woo, excuse me. God bless. Alright, anything else, Spirit? Someone could be 31. Alright. Despair. Someone might be in despair and feel like broke at this time. 37, poverty. My goodness. Someone could be just going through a rough patch. Oh my gosh. And someone's thinking of you. Or you could have I don't know. There could be someone that you know that's in bad health, despair, poverty. And I'm seeing a dog, a cat, a rat. That could be their Chinese year. God bless America. And you're coming off as a privileged lady. Family room. Something can happen in a family room. Or you have a beautiful family room. You're coming off privileged. You have a great family room. You have a good community around you. Someone could come to you about their child, or someone could come to you in despair, like they've just been through a lot behind the scenes, and like now they want to tell you about it. Okay, and that's what I'm picking up on with that. Let's roll into some yeses and nos, and then we'll, I think we'll close out. Okay, so then I had an idea with the animal cards as well, so we'll get to that on another one. I'll probably come back later on once I get some time here. Alright, so think of 3 questions, and I'm going to tell you yes or no. Not me, but Spirit runs through the cards, and don't worry, I'm not here to tell you what to do, unless you want me to. But, alright, so let's keep it moving, shall we? Alright, so Spirit, first answer is a no. Straight up no. Someone could be greedy, or this could be something about greed. And the answer is no. It's something you want to hold on to, get your hands into, get your claws, like you're like fully submerged in something. Maybe you're obsessed with something, the first question that you were thinking of, and it's no. No, let it go. Alright, and then the second, yes or no, Spirit? Yes or no? Seeing a lot of eyes right now. This question, a lot of eyes could be on it right now. Spirit, yes or no for the next question? Oh, my lantern. Is maybe. Alright, is yes. And that's High Priestess and the Chariot. There's an intuitively knowing and a drive that's pulling you where you need to go. Spirit's with you 100% on this one, saying yes, I'll take you there. Da, 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 da. Come on. Alright, so then, third question is a yes. Working hard, okay? So, whatever this question contains, you or they or them, however you have it, yes, working hard. And I'm hearing putting in the work, okay? The work needs to be put in on this. It can't just randomly appear. You have to put 3939, your piece in as well. It's like your own ingredient. And this has come up so much And I think it's very significant. Stone soup just comes up a lot. And ever since 2018, when I started doing new moon and full moon ceremonies at a store up in New York, there was someone that would always say 4004. Everybody has their own ingredient. And that always gave me the vibe of stone soup. We all have our own ingredient. We come together and we make this thing together. And also, yes, we do work on ourselves and our own, but just saying, like, when we come together, there's unity, there's so much, there's power in that. That's like a vehicle, right? That's what gets things moving. This wheel turning. So, what else with that? Yeah. I gotta start writing more stuff down. I apologize. I'd love to come back with like a bunch of stuff, but maybe slow and steady's good of where we need it to be right now. So I guess we'll do some love cards here. All right, so singles, couples, what do they need to hear? Unrequited love. Okay, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. All right, so 4114. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go for that. If that's a message for you. And let's get to more, Spirit. Separation. Oh, religious factors. All right. So today that love is all right, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so yeah, just is what it is there. When I'm feeling that in the energy, I'll come back with a read for that. Right now, I feel like we're focusing and we're really into what the heck's coming to light. What's going on with all these people up in power, and where is the world going? We don't know, but we are tuning in as much as possible, and it's great for current events, for cause and effect, to think about these things, to research them, platforms that you trust, All right, so much love you. I'll be back with more, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.